The story stopped feeling like news. It started to feel like a countdown. For weeks, the whispers had been circling around Donald Trump's inner circle. Rumors of a plan to rewrite the mechanics of American democracy itself. Now the leaks made it undeniable. The new reporting from MSNBC Now confirmed it. The White House counsel's office had been instructed to draft an executive order mandating nationwide voter ID, proof of citizenship, and direct federal control over registration systems. Even Trump's own lawyers warned it was unconstitutional. He didn't care. "Find a way," he reportedly told them. "We're not losing again." That phrase, "not losing again," rippled across Washington like a chill. It wasn't policy anymore. It was a declaration of intent. Behind the scenes, officials like Russ Vought and Will Scharf were working through the night, hunting for a loophole in the Constitution big enough to drive an election through. And outside the White House, far-right operatives, Steve Bannon, Cleta Mitchell, Kurt Olson, were circulating a 17-page draft order declaring a national emergency over foreign interference by China. The goal? Trigger extraordinary presidential powers that could seize control of state-run elections. It was the same script, recycled from 2020. Only this time, he was writing it from the Oval Office. MSNBC host Nicolle Wallace put it bluntly that night. "Point Z is calling, and we might be closer to it than anyone realizes." Across Washington, the language of politics gave way to the language of crisis. Executive order, national emergency, voter systems under federal command. Every phrase felt like a warning shot fired at the foundations of American democracy. Inside the Brennan Center for Justice, constitutional experts scrambled. Michael Waldman's voice carried a weary urgency on air. "The Constitution is clear. States run elections. Presidents do not. Congress legislates. Presidents enforce. What Trump is doing is not governance, it's seizure." The panel sat in silence. Even the seasoned strategists looked shaken. Because this wasn't the abstract threat of another speech or another lie. It was the blueprint of a coup being drafted in real time under the glow of the resolute desk. One analyst said it best. "This is no longer about winning votes. It's about deciding who gets to vote and who doesn't." And as weekend approached, Congress began drafting statements. Protests reignited outside the Capitol, and across the airwaves, a question began to echo like a drumbeat. If a president who once tried to overturn an election now has direct control over the systems that count the votes, what happens next time?